Hello, children. How are you today? I hope you're doing fine and you're keeping safe at the same time. Now, we shall be going into our first topic for the week, which is the fifth generation computer. Remember, in our last class, we talked about the fourth generation computer. This class is presented by Mr. Innocent 18 SCN. Now, before we go into the class proper, we shall be looking at our topic outline. Our topic outline simply means what the pupils are expected to achieve or learn in this lesson. Number one, definition of the topic, fifth generation computer. Examples of artificial intelligence, types of fifth generation computers, characteristics of fifth generation computers. Objective of the lesson. At the end of this lesson, pupils should be able to 1. Define the fifth generation computer. 2. List example of fifth generation computer. 3. State two types of fifth generation computer. And 4. Mention two characteristics of fifth generation computers. The lesson proper, the fifth generation computer. Now, the period of the fifth generation computer is between 1980 to date. That simply means every computer that we are using presently, they are examples of the fifth generation computer. And I also like to inform you that the fifth generation computer is the improved version of the fourth generation computer. And the fourth generation computer was invented in 1971 to 1980. Now you can see that the fifth generation computer is the improved version of the fifth generation computer. And now the fourth generation computer uses VLSI, which simply means very large scale integration technology. The VLSI was used to build up the fourth generation computer. And in the fifth generation computer, the VLSI was replaced with ULSI, which simply means ultra large scale integration technology. Now, the ultra large scale integration technology is made up of microprocessor chips. The microprocessor chips is smaller in size than the very large scale integration. And I also want to tell you that the microprocessor chips was discovered in the fourth generation computer. And the microprocessor chips was very fast. That makes the fourth generation computer faster than the third generation computer. Now, the same microprocessor chip was also used in the fifth generation computer, but this time with 10 million electronic chips comprises of transistor, resistor, capacitor, and so on. Now, this made the fifth generation computer more powerful than the fourth generation computer. The fifth generation computer is based on parallel intelligence software. That is the AI. AI here simply means artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is an emerging branch in computer science which interprets the means and the method of making computer think like human being. Now, when we talk about the AI here, we simply refer to as a robot. The robots are the artificial intelligence. I want to believe that if not all of us in this class, we have watched the iRobot. Now, how many of you have watched the iRobot? Now, you will notice that these are robots, but they behave in human form. They display the characteristics of the human. You see, they can run, they can talk, they can communicate. Do you understand? Now, let's not go far. Even the games that you play, those images that you move around on the screen, they are also referred to as what? To as artificial intelligence, and they are also robots. You can see them jump, like for instance, your Tom and Jerry. You see your Tom and Jerry running, displaying every characteristics of human being. These are what you are referring to as for the artificial intelligence. All the high-level languages like C, C++, Java, Net, etc. are used in this generation. When we talk about the high-level languages, we are simply referring to the programs that are used to build up the robots that makes them to behave the way they are behaving, that make them to display the characteristics of the human being. Now below is an example of the fifth generation computer. Remember I told you that every types of computer we are making use of presently, they are example of fifth generation computer. And this is the desktop computer. The desktop computer is an example of the fifth generation computer. You have the laptop, you have the micro, you have the notebook computer. All these are examples of what? The fifth generation computer. Example of artificial intelligence. One is robot. We just finished discussing about robots. Number two, we have neural network. This neural network helps the robot to display the attributes, the characteristics of the human being. That is to say, this neural network helps the robot to run, to communicate, to carry out the activities you want them to carry out. Three, game playing. I just told you that the game playing, the images are examples of what? Robots. Then you have development of expert system to make decision in real life situation. You agree with me that the computer has been employed to make decision in real life situation. Like for example, the weather forecast. It is a computer that are used to make that decision to tell you how the weather will look like the next day. Types of fifth generation computer. One, desktop computer. Two, laptop computer. Three, notebook computer. Four, ultrabook computer. And five, Chromebook computer. Now we look at the characteristics of fifth generation computer. One, the ULSI technology was used. Remember, at the beginning of the class, I told you that the full meaning of the ULSI simply means ultra large scale integration technology that, that was used in the fifth generation computer that makes the computer more powerful than the fourth generation computer. Development of natural language processing. Now, this simply means that the robots can communicate in the clear terms, in, in the clear terms, in any languages that you want, even in English. When you want the robot to communicate in English, the software you build into the robot enable the robot to communicate in English. Availability of powerful and compact computer at a cheaper rate. Now we have the availability of powerful computer. Powerful computer in the sense that the ULSI and the microprocessor chips make the computer to be more powerful, and they are also at cheaper rate. More user-friendly interface with multimedia feature. This simply means the computer has been built in such a way that it is user-friendly. When I mean user-friendly, I mean you can easily make use of the computer. You can interact with the computer with the diagrams and the pictures, the beautiful environment that you have around the computer. Yes, you don't need to be a computer engineer or a computer programmer to know how to make use of the computer system. All you need to know is to know how to read and to write. And if you know how to read and to write, you are good to make use of the computer system. Now, having listened to all my explanation, I have an assignment for you. One, list two high-level languages that were used in fifth generation computer. Two, mention two types of fifth generation computer. Three, outline two characteristics of fifth generation computer. Thank you and have a nice day.